Alright, y'all, welcome back. Yet another installment of What Did Turtle Man Fuck Up Now? Um, so the Dodge has been running about 2 weeks now. I've driven it a little over 400 miles. Took it back and forth to work a few days. I've been tuning on it and fixing little problems here and there. And I realized that for the amount of fuel and air that I have, it doesn't have the power that it should. So I looked back through my receipts and called a few people and did some research, and it seems I got an injector and piston mismatch. I didn't realize I did this. I don't know how. The injectors are a different spray pattern than what the piston is designed for. So I kept noticing that I had an awful lot of black smoke and not near the power I should for the boost levels I'm seeing, and that is my problem. It seems I have a 155 degree spray pattern injector, and the bowl in the piston is a 145. So essentially my injector is spraying outside the combustion chamber of the piston. So that's my black smoke and my power issue. Not only that, but it's drinking fuel when before, and I know nobody has ever believed me on this, before I built the motor, on a nice day, that thing would knock down 32 miles a gallon. I don't drive like an idiot. I mean, I use the thing, and I drive it like any respectable person. I do the speed limit. But just doing, highway pulls back and forth to work and around town running errands, she would knock down an easy 30 miles a gallon on a regular basis. And this thing is drinking fuel. So that's one reason I did some research. Not only that, but the black smoke, because I have turned down the injection pump quite a bit thinking I had some kind of weird problem, and it still black smokes like crazy. So I've got some injector nozzles ordered that are the correct spray pattern. I'm not going up injector size. The whole reason, well, I say the whole reason. One of the reasons I went bigger on turbo and camshaft and cylinder head was to help burn the fuel that I already had. So it was just odd to me that I had so much more air and I'm having to turn the fuel down. It didn't make any sense. So I've got some injector nozzles coming. I'm fixing to clean the shop out. This old engine hoist needs to go on somewhere. I'll probably put it in the barn. I need to pick up trash, and I need some room to work in here because I've got to get my wife's car in here and put a transmission in it. And at the same time, I still got to work on the Dodge and do some other stuff. Excuse me. But that's a little update on it, and I'll continue the videos. Once I get the injector nozzles in, I'm going to take them to the local diesel shop, let them install the nozzles, pop test them, make sure they're nice and clean, working the way they should, and they're popping off at the correct pressures, and I'm sure they'll balance them as close as they can. I would do nozzles, but because the injectors are fairly old, I'd rather just take them to them and let them do them and go through them. If it was a brand new set of injectors and I just needed to put nozzles on it, I would do that, and I'd probably buy me a pop tester just to test them and shim them if I needed to. But they've got everything they need there to clean them and test them, and the torque wrenches they need and the holders to hold the injectors, and because they do it. So I'm just going to let them do it. She seems to be running pretty good. I know she's not broke in fully yet because she's still slobbering, like the rings aren't seated. And one of my plans during my weekend was to hook the trailer up and take the Bobcat out to the property just to put a load on the truck and, get her hot and get the rings seated. But I don't really want to with how it's fueling. I almost feel like it's going to keep washing the rings instead of letting them seat, because I feel like it's spraying diesel fuel so far outside the piston that it's probably hitting the damn cylinder walls. So once I get the the new nozzles on the injectors will pull something with it. I'm just I don't want to do any damage to it. I got way too much money in the motor. I've been doing a little yard work today, pressure wash the house and cut the grass, and it's getting to be fall time. I know the trees are still green, but we already got leaves falling, which can only mean one thing. It's time to load the dogs and go hunt. I am itching to run me some ringtails. I mean bad. And this dadgum heat needs to go away. It's in the 80s today. When it's that warm, the damn snakes and bees are out, and those are two things I don't agree with. That's one reason I don't hunt throughout the summer when season comes in. One, I don't want to get snake bit, and I don't want the dogs to either. And two, if they get into a ground hornet nest or something like that, well, y'all remember the video where my hand all swole up from hitting something at my property. That's the last thing I need. But it's getting that time of year. I'm gonna start running damn near every day I'm off work. The grass will quit growing. I won't have to cut it. I'll be free of a lot of stuff once fall actually hits and the temperatures start dropping. But anyway, that's a little update, and I'll keep videoing. I still have to do my little transmission line holders, and that's actually what I'm finna go do right now, is run to the hardware store and get everything I need to get those finished up and on the truck. I need to flush the power steering system on the truck. Apparently there was some water in the steering box and the fluid's all milky, so I need to suck it out and flush it a few times. Little things here and there. I need to clean the truck real bad. The interior smells like old man ass, and well, for anybody who has an old vehicle, you know what I'm talking about, especially something that's been sitting 2 years, you know, out there. So that's the business right now. I'm gonna get to cleaning this shop up and get some hardware and put some stuff up, and it's getting time for me to start winterizing stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and winterize the pressure washer, because I doubt I'll be using it again between now and when it gets too damn cold to even run. I need to start looking at servicing things before winter time comes. I got a bunch of stuff I need to clean up, my scrap pile and a bunch of other stuff. So the truck content may go down a little bit after this Cummins video, other than me hooking the trailer to it and dragging stuff around. I'd like to get some video of how it pulls and what it sounds like, and I don't know about y'all, but I love the way a straight piped Cummins sounds. There's just music to my ears. Any diesel straight pipe for that matter. But there's going to be more coon hunting content coming. I do have some other things to get done. I got something in a box there for the new Ranger. A few little things here and there. But anyway, I'll keep updating y'all, and I'll keep putting some videos out. But the content will change since it's getting to be hunting season. That's what I usually do, unless y'all want to see me blow leaves, which I'm sure y'all don't, but that's a weird guilty pleasure of mine. I don't know why. I'll wear that backpack blower for hours on end and blow leaves. I hate leaves, and I love running the blower. Anyway, for now I'm gonna get to work. Y'all keep watching. There's more content coming, whether it be truck or bobcat or tractor or coon hunting or one of those two. I'm gonna keep videoing. Y'all keep liking this stuff, I'm gonna keep on doing it. So y'all stay tuned, there's more coming. Well, boys, here's the finished product. I got the little set screw in the bottom, the one on the top that holds the clamp. Got it cut out, the hole drilled for the oil pan. Now we'll just bolt it on to the oil pan, hang our transmission lines. It's not the fanciest thing or the prettiest thing, but it's gonna do the job it's intended to do, which is hold up 2 -8 AN lines for a transmission. Mint. Alright, boys, there's the finished product. Turned out pretty damn good. Get you a shot from all sides. Under the stud. bolted up. Looks pretty good. Let me go look at the rear. The rear one is a little bit close to the starter, but it's gonna work out nice. I mean, it's not gonna get in the way of the starter. If I had to pull the starter off, I'd have to take that loose and let it hang, but that ain't no big deal. Got it up off the frame rail, not touching anywhere back here. Looks mighty nice if I do say so myself. Turned out pretty good. Alright, that's one more thing down. Now I need to take care of the diesel fuel leak that I got. And I also need to move these here slobber tubes because they're in the way of me shifting. I ought to zip tie them things up or something. Get them up out of the way. I don't know where I'm going to zip tie. Oh, I see a good hole right there. I know where I'll zip tie them. Oh yeah, giggity, giggity. Alright, get one more thing done. Well boys, the shop's getting clean. There's space over there now. I got two more things to put in the barn. Some stuff to burn. A transfer case to move. A few other little things to do, but I got space in here to work now. I gotta say, I was able to clean up a lot of stuff having an engine in a truck where it belongs. So it's a hell of a lot better. I was able to pick up a ton of bolts and nuts and hardware and get rid of injector lines, and I'm just able to clean up a bunch of stuff. So hopefully I can get in here and do some work on some other stuff. So anyway, there's a little update on cleaning the shop.
So that the helicopters can read it from the air. Let's do this, go back.
Well, boys, I ain't made it much further than the last time I was out here. We had a cold front come through, and by cold, I mean it's like 66 degrees outside, which for us down here in the south is kind of chilly, but God, it feels good. Anyway, the little cold front that come through had some wind come through, and I've got crap laying all over the yard. I got something for old Black Betty in. We're gonna open her up and take a look at it. This little box here. See what we got. Oh, we got us some nozzles. We got us some of them old injector nozzles from Diesel Auto Power. Those are 5x16, 145 degree. Bitchin'. Awesome. So now it's time to get the injectors out of it. And like I said before, I'm probably going to take them to my boy down at Taylor Diesel here in Memphis. Well, I say here in Memphis, it's still almost an hour drive from me. And get them to go through them injectors and clean them up and put the nozzles on and pop test them and make sure they're good. And then we'll get them back in the truck and hopefully do some more towing with this thing. It's weird how these things seem to make it everywhere. Anyway, so it's kind of early in the morning. I'm gonna head and get me some breakfast in the old Ford fucking Ranger, and then I'm gonna get to pulling these injectors out. And may not make it down to Taylor today, maybe tomorrow, we'll see, but we'll get them dropped off and dealt with. Anyway, y'all stay tuned, there's more. Alright, boys, we're gonna pull some injectors, and I'm gonna see if I can figure out where to put this thing so y'all can watch. Don't really know yet. Somewhere up in here, in this area. Man, it'd be nice to set you right here, but I can't hold this thing right here and do that. See if we can make something work. I got some buckets. Maybe we can prop everybody up on a bucket. Let me see what I can do. Alright, that may be the best you're getting. Yeah, I think that'll work. We'll see how that does. If it falls over, we'll do something else. Anyway, we're gonna pull some injectors. See what we can get going here. I gotta get my trusty step stool out of the back of my truck. There we go. Alright, what we need here? We need a couple wrenches. Say that one and that one. And what else do we need? We're gonna need a socket. I don't really know what size yet. I think them injectors are 22 millimeter. I don't know. We'll figure it out here in a minute. But we're gonna get this here little return line off. Without having to take too much crap off of here. We're just going to lay everything to the side. Try not to let go of any coolant or too much crap. And if I fall off the bucket, I'm standing on it. Y'all can laugh at me. Because it's kind of slick. Well, it's kind of really slick. Alrighty. Now we'll start trying to get this shit off. I know we're going to spill some of my fuel, but that'll be alright. I'd turn the radio and let y'all listen to something while I work, but I don't exactly know how that shit goes with YouTube and whatnot, and what I can play and what I can't play. So we'll just have to leave it off for now. I don't know how them copyright things and all that crap works. I'm supposed to be in the bed right now sleeping so I can go to work tonight, but there are important things to be done here at the turtle farm. And sleeping's not on the high priority list right now, believe it or not. Okay. Return line should be enough out of the way that I can get the injectors out of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, we got this. Alright, let me put these little guys over here so I don't lose one. Grab me a rag that's not too nasty. One good thing about a daggum old 12 valve, they're easy to get the injectors out of. More common rails and 24 valves, kind of a pain in the ass. And although a lot of people don't like a 12 valve, and I don't know why, it's just as easy as it gets. And I hate to even say this, it's kind of like the LS of the diesel world, and I think somebody ought to kick my ass for saying that, because I can't stand an LS. I feel like they were built so that every swinging dick could work on them, which means you don't have to have any kind of knowledge about you to make the shit work. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is not the right size, but we're gonna stuff it in there and look at it, see what size this actually is. Let me see if I can get to one and try a different one. Yeah, I can get to that one. Okay, that is not it. I really think it's going to be a 22. Yep, I did it. I did it. It looks okay. We'll just scoot this little dude over. See if that'll do us any better. Will it stay up there? I don't know. Well, dang old shit, boys. Oh, there it is. There it is. Alright. Let's do this here. What size is that? That's a 22. Actually, you know what? I think it's a 24. We'll just stick a wrench in there and see what. Yeah, it is. You got dang 24. Alrighty. We'll get us a 24 then. Not a 22. Yeah, that's the ticket. Alright, clean all the shit out of this. Be dropping dirt in my damn injectors. There we go. 24. That's ½ inch. So we got to run us a little adapter. Where's an adapter? There we go. Got that. I'm gonna have to let some injector lines go. Or at least be able to move them out of the way a little bit. That should allow us to. I might be able to move them enough like that. We'll see. If not, I'll have to take this here plate off and get the injector lines off of it. But we'll see what we can do with it for right now. Losing my little coppers. Stay right there, you little fucker. Oh, one fuel stick down. Let's go for number 2. If I can move this line enough to get this here socket on there. Yeah. Oh, come on, you little bastard. Oh yeah, there we go. Fuel stick number 2 out of the hole. Make sure I got my coppers. That one's got a copper on it. And that one's got a copper on it. Cool deal. Alright, there's 2 injectors. Let's go for number 3. If we can get this line up out of the way. I don't know that it's gonna go. We have to get a little extension on after it. Now we'll make that work. They ain't in there that damn tight. There we go. Let me make sure I count for my little coppers. Well, there's one down in there. I know where one is, I just don't want them in the injector hole. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on. Make my fingers work. Okay. Okay, injector number 3 out of the hole. There we go, and it's got a copper on it. There's 3 injectors. Now these might suck a little bit because I got all these lines here tied together. Tell you what, we're gonna have to let this little bracket go. I'm pretty sure. That's alright. Gotta do what you gotta do. I am trying to do it quick, so I can go in there and get in the damn bed. I'll check the elapsed time when I'm done. You know, once I set y'all up on the bucket, how long it took me to get the injectors out of it. It's probably gonna be less than 10 or 15 minutes. With all this hee-hawing around I'm doing. There we go. Got that little guy off of there. Okay. That's off of there. Now let's see if we can get at this injector here. All we gotta do is twist. There we go. I think she's loose enough I can get her by my fingers. Stand on my bucket again. There we go. Oh yeah, there it is. Fuel stick number 4. Out of the hole. Got a copper on it. Sweet action, boys. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one here. What I'm going to do is sneak in there. There we go. Try not to bend the lines too much. Should be okay. I'm being pretty easy on them. We ain't going for no world record attempt here. It ain't worth it. God, smell of diesel fuel in the morning makes me hungry. Smear a little bit of that shit on my biscuits. Alright, fuel stick number 5. Got a copper on it. Alright, one more to go, boys. This one might be a little tougher. Well, this may be the easiest one. There we go. Don't know that I can get my big old meat packers in here though. Oh yeah. Y'all put down in the comments when y'all want me to upload. Is it better on the weekend? Is it better on a weekday? Y'all let me know. I know a lot of people on the weekends are up at the lake and, you know, out doing cool shit and ain't got time to watch no videos. And a lot of people go to work and you'll know who I am. Know who you are when I say it. A lot of people go to work and set me up on their work table and watch my videos while they work. Mr. Guthrie, if you'd rather me post during the week, let me know. That way you got something to do at work, you know, besides just draw a paycheck. All right, boys, injectors are out of here. I'm gonna stuff a little something in these holes and keep the schmutz and shit out of them. And we'll probably get these injectors taken to the diesel shop tomorrow when I get off of work, because I think they open at 8 o'clock in the morning. It may be a day or two before I get them back. So hopefully this will be the fix. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I did as much research as I could. These are Dynamite diesel stage 3s, which are, I think, I want to say they're real close to a 5x14 injector. And they were originally for a first gen. Now, my truck was not originally intercooled. And if I'm not mistaken, there was a difference between non-intercooled and intercooled pistons. Now, my original non-intercooled cylinder head had 9mm injector holes. These are 7. And I may have said this in a previous video, I don't know. These are 7mm nozzles. The older non-intercooleds were 9mm, so you had to have a bushing. Well, that was one of the problems with the first gen heads. Because there was so much less material in the head, because the nozzles were so much bigger, they were prone to crack. So this is a 7mm head, like a, you know, original 12 valve. Now, when you went to a P-pump truck, it got a different piston because it was on the other end of the emissions control. So I think the old school pistons, which were, they were considered an ag piston or a non-emissions piston, were a 155 degree bowl in the piston. And I'm pretty sure the ones I got, it's hard for me to find the information on these damn things because some manufacturers are weird about giving out information about their stuff. Pretty sure what's in the motor is a 145 degree piston. These are 155 injectors. So these nozzles are a 145 degree and they're a 5x16, which is a hair bigger. So you can see that. This is the Diesel Auto Power number 12 valve 5x16. This is a VCO style nozzle with a 145-degree spray pattern. And it says up to 225 horse. Well, the original ones were, I think, a 150, 155 horse. So I've gone up on Injector a little bit, but the VE pump, because it doesn't put out the pressure that like a P pump does or anything like that, I've been told to go a little bit bigger on Injector size because it comes out at a lower pressure. So a little more Injector will give you the same amount of fuel at a lower pressure than a smaller nozzle at a higher pressure. Yeah, anyway. So, now that I've marred up my pretty valve covers with all this injector line nonsense, the injectors are out. Let me get them to the diesel shop. As soon as they get done, we'll get back to putting them in. Y'all keep watching.